Hello everybody, welcome to my videos. My name's Jamie from Wonders Games. Today we're doing a games pickup video. Okay, now these pickup videos, I used to do them once a month, but over the course of time I'm realising that every few months is a better way of doing it. But also the last few months has been a bit of a struggle due to 80% furlough pay, which is why this video I combined 3 months. So this is what I bought in May, June and July 2021. Okay, first one I bought is Morph. Now all of today's games are on the Amiga, but this is a superb game, a lot more easier if you have an instruction manual. A young boy is trapped in a molecular limbo. He needs your help to return to his human form. Modest Ralph, morphed to his friends, has his life transformed when his uncle's experiment teleportation machine goes horribly wrong. Trapped in a world of tinkling atoms, Morph can morph into 4 different physical states. You must guide his perilous journey back to the teleport machine. There you go. There you go, 993 Millennium Interactive, this is Morph. Okay, so the game, this is Morph. Young Morris Rolf has been trapped in limbo due to malfunction on Dr. Cravenport's new teleport machine. Now it's been split into 4 component parts, represented by liquid, gas, hardball and bouncy ball. And must get through the 24 levels to retrieve the parts of the machine to rebuild him and bring him back to life. And it's a good game, but my lord, it is complicated. This first level alone is tough. It took me about 10 minutes. Now, you have these different forms. Now, what you've got to do is basically get to the end and retrieve the cog, but do it in a safe way possible. There are so many ways you can mess up in this game. Now, spikes, if you're on a bouncy ball, will pop you, but it cannot affect you if you're water. The trouble is, on a slope going upwards, you cannot go up. So we've got to go to a gas, but we press the switch, you press up and fire, and each skill is limited. Now, when you're on the gas, you can go up, left or right, but you cannot go down. But of course, keep away from fire because, of course, it's flammable. We go back to a liquid and put out the fire. We have one-way streets, and sometimes it will change it for you, depending on what the case may be. And that will save you an ability. Right, pick up the cog. That'll turn you back to a gas, and we go left. You can also pick up keys, sunglasses, but not 100% sure what they do. I need to look in the manual. But for an opening level, really, really tough. Now, you've got these grates. Now, gas can go through that as well as liquids. But we've got to try and break these. So we go to the bouncy ball. Break our way through, and we should have another gas. We do. We go through there, and that takes us to the end. Really challenging first level. Exactly. 28 seconds remain. There you go, well done, level complete. And you can do the levels in any order you like. Okay, level 2. The gameplay is vaguely influenced by lemmings, as the levels are populated by lots of points which can't be crossed in all forms. Walls, fires, gaps, thorn bushes and such like. You get a set number of transformations on each level, although extra ones can be picked up at times. There are heaters and freezers dotted around that can cause transformations in some states. Right, we've got the cog. Now we can't go up as a liquid, so we've got to go to a gas. So you press up and fire. Now heater's not going to affect us, we're being gas. Grills will not affect us being gas. Now we go over to the right hand side, we've got to try and find a key. Now this will turn you into a liquid which is no good, you'll fall through the grill. So we've got to go to the bouncy ball, but don't break your way through there and get popped by the spike. We go to liquid, go for the grill, and we go to the hardball state to break the floor. Right, so now we go back to liquid again, go through the grill. We've got the treasure, we go down here, pick up the key. We go back to gas, but don't go through the extraction fan. That's an instant kill. Through the grill. Now we go through here, now we've broken our way through. Then we go up, through the grill. We've avoided the fans, we've got the key. We go through there, because we have a gas, we can do it. Exit. Boom! Have some of that. 49 seconds remain. Well done, level complete. Bonus 500, not much that time. 700, 2,700. Level 3. The game's plot is a child who's been given a temporary ability to change between states of solid, liquid or gas, coming in the form of a cannonball, a rubber ball, a water droplet and a cloud. The boy must use his new ability to go around the areas of his uncle's property and find all the missing cogs. Now in this state, we can go in water. It's the only one that can. Now we've got to try and get the cog. We use the gas. But luckily, there's no one up there. So we go back to the ball. That way we don't get a sinking feeling. So we go back to the gas and we picked up one up. Now when the game starts, the player has a choice of which area to start in. The choices are the laboratory, the garden, the sewer and the factory. This is the sewer, a dark and dank suburban level filled with slime and a maze of pipes. Be aware of the treacherous side shafts and tunnels and make sure you avoid the broken glass. So of course we can now go through the grill. Now, this one's quite a short one, there we go. Now you can't be the water, you go for the grill. We're going to go to the cannonball, which is all about strength. There you go, superb. 1 minute and 4 remain. Okay, level 4 and the final one for this part of the video. There are 9 levels in each stage. Each is more difficult the more you progress into them. There are also hazards for each form you change into. The bouncy ball will deflate if it touches spikes. The rubber ball will burn if exposed to fire. The water drop will sink when in liquid, and the cloud will be sucked into a fan. The objective is to find a cog somewhere in the level. Once you've found all the cogs, the uncle can fix the machine, and Morph can be changed back into human being form. Now in this one, you do spend quite a lot of time in this form, but try and save abilities whenever you can by using these arrows. And they can help you in a lot of ways. Now here, if you are the liquid, you're through the floor, instant kill. So I'm going to go to liquid here. That will turn you back into a ball. Now also, if you're the ball and you go into the heater, that will turn you to a liquid. We don't want to be a liquid here. So we're going to go to the cannonball. That will turn you back to a bouncy ball, which is what we want to do. So we're going to bounce, keep bouncing. And we've got to try and find a key. But again, the evil time limit is here. Now there's 2 ways you can do this. Penetrate through the floor or go through the grill. We'll go through the floor. Over here is where we find a key. We've got to turn into a gas first. So we're going to press up to turn to gas. Pick up the key. But of course we can't go down unless we do it like that. We can also pick up time along the way. We're going to go back to a liquid again. And we're going to go to a bouncy ball. And that should turn us into a cannonball, which is fine. Go back to the... That's fine. Break our way through. This one is all about strength. That turns us back to a bouncy ball again. So keep bouncing. There you go. Superb. That is Morph. Next game I bought on Amiga, this is Body Blows. This is a box version I've already had in my collection, but over the course of time it's got slightly crushed. But I'm trying to replace these crushed boxes with mint boxes. The heat is on and so is the fight. Here you meet the tough guys head to head in this edge-of-your-seat action-packed beat-em-up. In arcade mode, you will face a range of ever meaner opponents and end up facing your worst nightmare. Or you could take on up to 7 other people in the thrilling tournament mode, or even go one-on-one with partner in the evenly matched 2-player game. But whatever option you choose, there is no doubting that you have to fight for your life. There you go. There you go, Body Blows, superb game by Team 17.
Ninja versus Doug. Fight.
Okay, so the game, this is Body Blows, a 1993 fighting game developed and published by Team 17 for the Amiga. It was followed by Body Blows Galactic and Ultimate Body Blows. A version for DOS was also released. The game has been compared to Street Fighter 2. And it's superb. Now normally in these games, I'm Low-Ray. In fact, Low-Ray and Maria are the only ones I can complete any of these games with. But unfortunately, Body Blows Galactic is not one of those games because they both don't feature in those games. But anyway, let's spice up a little bit. This will be Ninja, superb character. Probably one of the most popular in the old days because there wasn't many characters that had a weapon. But this one is quite similar to Reptile in his ways because he can go invisible. There we go, win for Ninja. Best of 3. Ninja, he can use his ability to transport and turn invisible to turn the tide on the match. One of the most annoying things about this character is his incessant need for the character to shout Ninja every 2 seconds. Speed is medium, strength is good. Special moves are the Shadow, the Ninja Death Roll, the Ninja Super Spin, and the Super Shadow. Now that can be done in the air or on the ground, but he's superb. But Doug is a difficult character, always has been. Now he does this Earth Tremor, but if you're on the ground when he does it, that'll knock you down, whether you're at close range or at long range. But anyway, first win is to me. Let's try and keep it going. Of course, you do get a time limit. Any remaining time is converted into points. Any energy not used is converted into points. I'm spending more time on the ground than on my feet. But anyway, let's put an end to this, shall we? It's wrestler versus a ninja with a sword. Not quite even Steven, but there we go. A win for Ninja. 2-0. There you go.
Fight.
The gameplay mostly follows the typical formula of Street Fighter series, in which the players compete against each opponent in the best of 3 matches. Each player has their own set of special moves and special moves. Due to the most media joysticks at the time having a single button, the controls for special moves are largely simplified. One special move per character is performed by clicking the fire button press while holding still, while others are performed by moving in one of 8 directions and pressing the fire button. There are no combos, no throws. Unlike Street Fighter, similarity to other games such as Mortal Kombat, blocking is performed by holding the fire button while moving away from the opponents. There you go, did not know a lot about that. But anyway, I am now Dan, who's exactly the same as his brother Nick. Nick's brother, similar in fighting style to Nick, he has learnt to control rage to produce bolts of pure aggression. Speed is medium, strength is good. Special move is the power punch, the super roundhouse, the deflector bolt, and the inner energy bolt. Now in this game, you have to hold the fire button down to do their main special move. And you have a bar next to your player at the top, which tells you how much you've got to do until it actually performs. Which I don't think you actually see the computer do it. You don't see their bar filling up. But anyway, let's try and end it, shall we? There we go. Superb. A win for Dan.
Get out of here.
Get out of here, he says.
Junior versus Maria. Fight.
Okay, last one in this part of the video. There are 3 modes to play in Body Blows. 1 player arcade mode allows the player to select 1 character and battle in the others in the sequence until the final showdown against Max. 2 player mode allows 2 players to take control of joysticks and fight each other using the characters they desire. Tournament mode lets 4 to 8 players play in a tournament against each other. There are 11 characters in Body Blows. In 1 player mode, the player can choose 1 or 4 characters, including Danny, Junior, Nick and Low-Ray. In other modes, they can select from 10 characters in the game, but not Max. Anyway, Junior is a superb character, but I have never actually completed it with this character. Of course, he is actually named after one of the makers of the game. But anyway, good character, but not as easy as Low-Ray. Have some of that.
How do you like that?
How do you like that, he says. There we go. British bulldog boxer banned from legal boxing. Junior's style comes from his boxing background and his main attack is a quick fury punch. He's actually named after one of the designers of the game. Speed is medium, fast, strength is good. Special moves is the iron uppercut, the blitz and the fist of fury. Right, let's end it with a high, shall we? Of course, the special moves are simple to perform, they take quite a lot of time to perform. Not so bad in future games though. This is how it all started, this is not the AJ version. But some characters have fireballs, some do not. She has a spinning attack, which is a flaming flamingo. Right. Not many females in these games. Right, 35 seconds remain. We should be okay. Not a way to treat a lady though. There we go. Have some of that.
How do you like that?
How do you like that? There you go. Superb game. Body Blows. Okay, next one on Amiga. This is a game I've never ever played before. This is Gloom, so I've been doing it for the first time. Forget the hype. Sure, Gloom features the hottest you are there. 3D graphics around, the most disturbing realistic sound effects, and hugely army of bizarre and bloodthirsty creatures, yet assembled in one game. But none of that really matters when a game is much sheer fun to play. There you go. There you go, Gloom. I have never ever played this before. This is your first. Please insert Gloom data disc. I can't believe this game is only on 2 discs. It's incredible. Okay, so the game, this is Gloom, a 1995 computer game for the Amiga computer. Gloom was the first commercial release Amiga clone, the first person shooter, Doom. And I'm playing it for the absolute first time, and I have to admit, it's performing really, really well. I can't believe this is just on 2 discs. You have the program disc and the data disc. Now, if you're playing it at the start, you do have a very small screen. You can go into the options screen and change that, which is what I've done. Hopefully it's looking okay on this video, but I'm really impressed with it. Now, of course, these sort of games is best to play with a keyboard, but I'm using a 6-stick joystick. Whether we can actually change it to keyboard, I'm not sure, but I haven't looked at the instruction manual yet. But it's a little bit like Rise of the Triad in terms of body parts. They're going all over the place. Now, depending on what setting you're using, those body parts can stay there or to be taken away. But anyway, I'm assuming you can get additional weapons. At the top left, I have our health and our weapon strength. The top right is our life, which at the moment of time is 3. But these first few levels are going to be short and sweet. They normally are. But anyway, it's really good. I love the sound effects too. So, you can open doors, pick up Energy, which is milk bottles. Now these are your weapon strength, which is a weapon boost, which again tells you at the top left corner. So remember, time is 3, so the more you have, the more powerful the weapons are going to be. But I love the sound effects. There was another one there. Now some of the noises that the enemies make are similar to the ones you get in Weird Dreams. Right, we go up to the door, you don't press spacebar, just walk up to it. There we go, short and sweet, end of the level. Superb. Stay alert, watch out for aggro skinheads. I love the music too. Okay, second level, and your energy does not replenish, but you do keep your weapon strength. Gloom features messy or meaty graphics. If messy graphics are enabled, gibs from the enemies explode more violently but disappear promptly. If meaty graphics are enabled, all gibs from defeated enemies will remain on the floor where they died until the level is completed. Gloom Deluxe is playable on a workbench screen and features absence from its predecessors. Gloom has a 2-player mode which can be played over a network or by using split screen. Okay, let's see how we do. Haven't had any additional weapons yet, but weapons are fairly strong, which is what you want. But yeah, you don't want to take too much damage at early points of the level. But yes, milk bottles is your energy if you see them. Anyway, again, it's going to be a fairly short and sweet level, but also for this pickup video, I'm trying to keep the amount of footage quite low on this one. I don't spend too long on each game. But anyway, I'm really impressed with this. Okay, so over there is a switch. Keep the enemies at bay. They do not respawn. They just disintegrate. Right, okay. But yes, unfortunately, I'm not using keyboard, but I have to admit, it's performing really, really well with the zip stick. Right, button. There we go. Something's opened up somewhere. Just got to find where it is. Right, we are getting new weapons. Okay, there's 1, there's 2. Making it stronger. The more the better. The more stronger it is, the easier it's going to be killing enemies with. Right, it's going to go down here. We've got a left or a right situation. Make your choice. Over time, it's going fairly good, provided I don't take too much damage. Right, left or right? We'll go left. There's another weapon pickup. Or weapon boost in this case. Any enemies? Probably will be. There was another one. Whoa, getting surrounded. Body parts going all over the place. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we've got 3 lives. Yeah, hopefully it's looking okay for this video, but we'll keep it... Whoa! We'll keep it fairly brief. Yeah, let them come to you. I love the sound effects. Right, follow, if they do. So, I'm assuming 5 is the maximum of the weapons. Right, trying to keep my energy to a reasonable level. Okay. But yeah, I haven't played many games like this on the Amiga. The only one I have played, but it was on the CD32, which was Death Mask. And that one I didn't like as much. But of course, Doom can be played, but you need a top-of-the-range Amiga. The reason why I hadn't played this in the older days is because I didn't have a 1200 in the older days, I had a 500. And this is not going to work on a 500. Right, okay. Right, there we go. We've maxed out the weapon. Fantastic. Right, milk bottles is energy. There we go. Health bonus. Wow, look at that. We've got double bullets. Have some of that. Okay, open it up. Enemy body parts all over the place. It's fine. We've got milk bottles. There we go. Really impressed. That is superb. For 2 discs. 1 achievement. There we go. Now things get serious. There we go. That's Gloom. Next one I brought is a new game on the Amiga. This is Turbo Sprint for the creators of Bomb Jack Beer Edition and Rygar, of course. Turbo Sprint, from the team that brought you 2019's award-winning Rygar, comes a new top-down racer for the Amiga AGA platform. With exclusive 4-player support, you'll need to race to the finish line to beat your opponents and take your place on the winner's podium, while collecting upgrades and avoid hazards across 8 challenging circuits and 32 levels. Strap in, buckle up and drive fast as your high-octane racer will push your driving skills to their very, very limits. There you go, Turbo Sprint, superb, came out in the year 2021. Okay, so the game, this is Turbo Sprint. For the coder of Bomb Jack Beer Edition and Rygar, this is Turbo Sprint, based on the arcade game Super Sprint. And it's absolutely superb, created by Graham Cowie and his team, done a tremendous job once again. Now, when I played the time demo, which was a 5-minute demo, there was quite a few issues with the controls. It was really, really difficult to try and get it going in a straight line. But of course, it was very early days, and that's what it's all about. But now, what an amazing experience. It is superb. It is very, very responsive, very smooth, very fast-paced, but it's very easy to control. However, it starts off fairly easy, but of course, more you progress into the game, more hazards are introduced, including Bomb Jack bombs. But anyway, I believe there are 8 tracks. Get through all those, and it will loop with more difficult situations put in place. But there you go, it's superb. What do we get? We did that in, well, we got 1,700 bonus points for that. Brilliant. Love the music too. Okay, ready to go. Now this can be played up to 4 players. And if you're not playing with any additional players, the additional cars are controlled by a computer. Okay, here we go. This one has gates. Very similar to the ones you get in Supercars 2. However, when they're open, you can make the most of them. If they're shut, you cannot go through them at all. Okay, so again, follow the arrows. Now, of course, the more you play this game, the more hazards are introduced. And the tornado is probably not there from the start. The tornado will spin your car for a few seconds if you run into them, so best avoid them. You also get the bombs, the gates, and my manual's just fallen on the floor. I can't read it anymore. So I'll read it in a moment, but I could do cones, oil slicks, mud slicks, that sort of thing. But yes, avoid that tornado. But yes, if the gate is open to you, go to it. Yeah. Now the computers are quite slow at the early points, but I suppose in a way, so are you. But of course you can upgrade along the course of the way. You can also get points as well as those wrenches. But you can also improve your car. But anyway, just don't hit the sides. Hitting the sides will really, really throw you off course, which of course is expected. But anyway, we're in first place. Now this would be fantastic to play as multiplayer. Right, pick up my manual. Right. What do we get this time? We're first place once again, which is always good to see. Bonus 1,700. Average speed, average lap is there as well. Okay, Nitros gives your car a short boost. Points increases the player's score. You also get wrenches. Now if you get at least 3 wrenches, that gives you an opportunity to upgrade your car. Anything from acceleration, top speed, traction, or increase the player's score, which is a nice touch. Anyway, this is again quite a difficult track, but we should be okay. There we go, got boosts. But yeah, it takes some getting used to, especially these difficult turns. But yeah, watch out for those hazards. But of course, the more you progress, the more are introduced. But anyway, also, the more you progress, enemies, or cars, should we say, other cars, CPU cars, are going to get faster. Which is nice, because normally a lot of these old school driving games, the cars will get faster very quickly. Whereas here, it's not so quick. So yeah, it makes it a much more even Steven sort of game. Anyway, we are in first place, but this would be fantastic to play as multiplayer. So of course, you can play up to 4. Okay, try not to hit the walls too much. Now if you explode, that would lose a lot of time. But again, it's a nice touch of the game. I love the explosions, love the helicopter. There you go, superb. What do we get that time? Don't know how many wrenches I've got, not been paying attention. But get 3 and you do an upgrade. Winner's Circle, we got, again, 1,700, and there's your average and your best laps. Okay, the most expensive game on this video is Elvira, Mischief of the Dark on the Amiga, and it's mint. Can someone help me find my chest? No, really, I'm serious. See, I've been remodelling this cold and mouldy castle, right? So how was I to know that I'd wake up Queen Imelda? Especially since the old bat croaked hundreds of years ago. Anyway, Queen Elvira wants to come back from the dead and rule the world. And the only way I can stop her and her monstrous minions is to find a secret scroll of spells in a big chest somewhere in the huge 800-room castle. Will you help your poor innocent little mistress? Yours sincerely, Elvira. There we go, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Michael Keaton's Video Juice crossed with Share. Accolade presents. Alright, Accolade presents Horrorsoft, a Horrorsoft Productions. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, copyright 1990. Amazingly, I've never seen any of the films. Okay, so the game is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, a horror adventure role-playing video game developed by Holosoft and released by Accolade in 1990 for the Commodore Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64 and MS-DOS computers. Right, there'll be a lot of footage for this part of the video, but let's see how we do. Suddenly you're grabbed roughly by the shoulder from behind, but you get far, and march into the office of the captain of the guard. Who are you, he snaps, but before you can reply, he continues, you think a slimy lizard like you can save her? No. Guard, he yells, take this lowlife to the dungeon and search him. He can rot down there with other rats. You won't last long. One of Imelda's pets will make a meal out of you. Take him away. A dark, damp, depressing dungeon. It was Holosoft's second published game after 1989's Personal Nightmare and stars the actress Cassandra Peterson as the character Elvira, which amazingly I still have never ever seen. I must buy it. Great, I implore you to save me. What happens? Bird Brain gets bunged up and I have to save him. Yes. Follow me, Pinhead. That's another film.
I'm Elvira.
I start Creep, what do you think you were doing? That guy was a total sadist. You're lucky he didn't tie your weenie in a granny knot. I suppose you have to do, I'm desperate. You must find and open a chest and use the contents to destroy Imelda. Listen, I have made up some spells to help you and you can borrow this little knife. Thank you. Here you are. Thank you. That's our content of what we have at the moment of time. I can't make any more until you find my spellbook. A strange looking guy in a sack took it off me. Start down in the castle courtyard. It'll be safer there. Now get out of here and do what you are being paid for. I will be in the kitchen if you find the book. Some hope they do. I always get the jerk. Might make a mistake towards the end there. It's quite difficult to read while doing this. And reading off that screen over there. But anyway, can't get far in these sort of games. But this is a game I really want to try and progress in. Okay, I have to admit, I'm not great at these sort of games. I never have been. But I do like the look of this one. But I'm going to give it a try. And of course, we can turn left or right, do U-turns, go forward, go up or go down, and use items in our possession. Also, we can open, close, lock, unlock, look in, examine, mix, consume, use, and throw. And of course, in this game, you can be confronted by the enemy at any time. So you've got to try and defend yourself. Which again, something I'm not great at. But I'm willing to give it a try anyway. This is one of those sort of games, even though I know I'm not good at it, but I want to try and get better at it. Anyway, what we're trying to do is find a few items first. We're going to go into the castle. In Mission of the Dark, Elvira is held captive by dark forces in the castle of her ancestor, Lady Imelda. The player's character is to enter the castle and rescue Elvira and prevent the imminent return of the long-dead evil sorceress. The well-received game was followed by Elvira 2, Jaws of Siberius in 1991 and the spiritual successor of Braxworks in 1992. Right, go into the door. Open up the door and go in. But yeah, we can be confronted at any time. So we're going to pick up a stake and put it in our possession. Right, we're done here. Make a U-turn. We turn right. We go forward. We turn right. We go through a door. We need to find a shield. We don't really have anything to defend ourselves with. Not yet, anyway. So, we've got to try and defeat this guy. Now, again, the combat system I'm not great at. A lot of trial and error. So you've got to try and defend yourself. Once you defend yourself, then you do an attack of your own. Perfect! I'm happy with that. Right, we go in the door. Right, so we're going to pick up a shield and use it immediately. And you'll keep it unless you drop it. And we're going to pick up the crossbow. Why not? And put it in our possession. Okay, we take a U-turn. And we turn right. Now, Elvira is in the kitchen. We've got to try and find her spellbook. We'll go downstairs anyway. And see what she's up to, because there is a few items down we've got to pick up. So, pick up this item here and put it in our possession. Pick up this item, which is a wooden spoon, and put it in our possession. And is that an oven glove? Put it in your possession. And what's that? Can we pick that up? I'm not sure. Can't take everything, we get told off. Right, we've got it anyway. So, we turn right, but she needs a spell book. Out of my way, camel breath. Let me do that. Okay. Do what you got to do. So our strength is 50 at the moment of time. Experience is 1. Right, there is a secret passage here. Okay. You're not fit in there, fatso. I'll go. You do it. Get told off so much in this game. There she goes. It's pitch black in there. Can't see a thing. You need one of these. So I'm guessing we need a torch. So, yeah. We've got to press on. Right. Upstairs. Indoor. Right. Now, she'll actually kill you. If you wake her, she'll bite you on the neck. So, we don't want to die just yet. But yes, I have died there once already. But yes, you don't have to be killed by being confronted. In fact, I'm getting killed now. Right, okay, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I've died. Oh, another one. Okay. I don't think they respawn. Ah, some of that! I'm getting the hang of this bassing confrontation malarkey here. Around here somewhere, there is a vampire. But we're getting confronted by absolutely everybody. Experience at the moment is 3. Have some of that once again. Okay. It's not here either. But while we're here, let's look at the drawer and see what's in it. Open drawer. Click on it. Look in. It's another arrow. Right. So you click on her. Then click on the stake and use the stake. Nothing to hit it with. Right, you need a hammer. Right, okay, so you need a hammer. So I was right in what you need to do, just haven't got anything to hit it with. Right, go in here, and we pick up the hammer. Now we're going to get the stake. Turn. Right, go upstairs. Right, so now we've got the hammer and the stake. Now, this is going to be the final piece of footage for this part of the video, but let's end it with a high, shall we? So we open the door. We're going to get confronted though. We normally do. Right, so use. No, stake. Use. There you go. Have some of that. So you need a stake and a hammer. Done! There you go. More enough footage for this part of the video. That's Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Final game of this video, another new one for the Amiga. This is Smarty and the Nasty Glutons. We are most delighted to release a full version of Smarty and the Nasty Glutons, copyright 2020 by Eero Tenkello. The development of the game started back in 1992 and was halted after a few years due to difficulties in finding a publisher for the game, partly related to Commodore losing its share of the home computing market. Approximately 25 years passed and a long hidden preview was cracked by the copyright owner. This inspired a gathering and the idea of completely wrapping up the project and releasing a full version of the game with Bitmap soft. Brilliant. Try it out. There you go. Smarty and the Nasty Glutons playing this for the absolute first time. Okay, this is Smarty and the Nasty Glutons, which started in 1992, but several circumstances prevented any release. However, Eero Tenkello never gave up on finishing his promising game, and finally, 28 years later, the game has been released on the Amiga. And I like it, I love the art style, but it's going to be difficult to explain, but I'm going to try. But it's got a little bit of a bubble look to it, or should we say, Snow Bros. Now you've got to try and get these keys. Now these are glutons. Now when they're green, they're actually afraid of you. They run away from you. They do whatever they can to get away from you. But you've got to use them against others. Now you've got to shoot them with your gun, and that'll put them into this ball. Once they're in the ball, you have to knock them off the edge by either shooting them or pushing them. And when they land on the head of another, then they'll get you additional key. But also, they get angry, which again is very much like Bubble Bubble or Rainbow Islands, and you don't like them when they're angry. They get really evil, and they're fast. But if you get 2 hits with 1 gluton, you'll get this gun, which is called a lightning gun, which is superb. It really does. They just go flying across the screen. But you've got to try and get the certain quantity of keys, which is 5 in that case. Smarties are created by Grandpa's inventor's hat and Hypno Zapper, and also gets accompanied by his best mate Slurpee. All set, the company embark on an adventure with a single purpose: rescuing his grandpa and stopping Dr. Nightmare from gaining full control over the dream machine. However, hideous as only he can be, Nightmare has not left the path leading to the secret chamber unguarded. This is where the player steps in and the game begins. Now also, in your possession, if you hold the fire button down, you actually use a special weapon, and this is where you can cue Slurpee, who's a dog. Slurpee the dog, and what he does is, he will turn any ones that turn angry, and turn them to being normal again, so they're running away from you again. But anyway, you will try and get as many to land on top of another as possible. The more the better, that way you get rewards, and we love rewards. We got a bomb that time. Superb, look at that. Okay, so the goal: shoot glutons into rolls with your gun. Push the rolls by walking at them, and then push them over the edge of the platform to drop them onto another gluton or into another roll. This will spawn a key. You need 5 keys in order to complete each level, and the amount of collected keys is visualised on the in-screen panel. You must not collide with the glutons or you lose a life. And don't make him angry, that's probably a good way of losing a life too. But the more you can get with 1, the better. The more rewarding. Now, we do have additional skills in our possession apart from the dog. So again, you have to hold the fire button down. So let's see what else we've got in our possession. We hold the fire button down. We do that. We've got the Slurpee Dog, which we've already used, the Earthquake, and the Super Shoe, which I'm assuming is going to be additional speed. So we go for the Earthquake. It's probably going to kill everything on the screen. Stun them on the screen. Right, okay. And of course, if there are not any on the screen, then more will eventually respawn. But it always respawn in this state. But the longer they're left there, eventually they'll get more and more angry with you. So, deal with those ones first. You don't want to get out of control. But anyway, it's getting a little bit bombarded up here. There's a lot of them up here. But yeah, if they're stuck on the edge, it can be a little bit difficult to move them. But I think shooting with the gun is probably the easiest way. But look out below. Right, okay. Yeah, it's quite tricky. I do like it, but it is quite tricky. There you go, 2. So that'll give me the zapper. So now they go hurling across the room. Look at that. An easy way of getting lots of keys. The trouble is, they can eat them. Or they can disappear if they're there for too long. Right, 1 more to go. But it doesn't last forever. Nothing lasts forever. There we go, that's another one. Key. Boom! Time bonus, 1,000. Right, superpowers. The Super Shoe will boost your speed and make you able to knock out the glutons just by running at them. Let's give it a try, shall we? Hold the fire button down. Let's go for the Super Shoe, shall we? I like the sound of that. Look at that! My lord! Okay, that's cool. I love that. Doesn't earn you keys though. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. There's a good way of clearing the screen. That is for sure. I like that. Okay. But yeah, if you've got a lot of angry ones on the screen, yeah, just hit them with the Super Shoe. And that you don't say on a daily basis, now is it? Okay. Another one. Ah! Double! There you go! Let's get the weapon. Hit whoever we've got. Serious damage like that way. Look at that! You're flying like this! Absolutely flying! 1,000-time bonus. Okay, Jamie, that's more than enough footage. That's what I bought in May, June and July 2021. I could have included a few more, but I'm trying to bring these videos down to a reasonable level. But anyway, so Jamie Wallace Games, please like, comment, share, please subscribe to my channel, press the bell to switch. This type in Wallace Games, you find it fairly easy. Please remember to hit the bell icon, notify me every Thursday. We're not doing these sort of videos, we're restaurant ones that cheese, happy birthday bacon, and live streams and Friday night, you can time, hit the clock, all about week. See you on CC. Ciao, bye, see ya. Okay, so the game, this is Morph. Young Morris Morph has been trapped into limbo during a manufacture. Now it's been split into 4 component parts, represented by gas, to get through each level. But this one, you've got to be so careful what you pick. Right. Which will turn you to water. Which goes through a grill. Right, that's not good.
Fight.
Okay, so the game, this is Ninja.
Shadow.
It didn't really feature back in the older days. Both of those aren't playable characters in the second game, which is why that one I've never actually finished before. Anyway, we are ninja today. There we go. And that's best of 2. That's a 3, you pillock. Another 1. Love the sound effects. Right, double bullets again. However, it's short and sweet. I love it. This is brilliant. Right, energy's not good. We need some serious milk bottles. Oh lord! Look at the body parts! Unbelievable. Yeah, unfortunately this one has been quite difficult to record because I'm using my OSSC, and as expected you're going to keep seeing that up the top because every time it loads a different screen it's changing resolution and I can't capture it, so I'm going to have to plug in my HD video converter for this one. It's going to be difficult to read and do this at the same time. Okay, so the game is a Turbo Sprint. Okay, so the game is this Turbo Sprint based on the classic... Oh, I can't do this. Hold on. Now, if you get at least 3 wrenches, that gives you the opportunity to get yourself an upgrade. Anything from traction, acceleration, top speed, or increase your player's score. But in ramming to a